Cats enjoy being near newborns because they make each other so happy, but they avoid lying on them since they tend to grab their tails when they do. Amazingly, cats are kind with infants. They normally treat infants more gently than they do adults, and they appear to understand that the infant is a human baby because they don't feed, threaten, or even pay attention to them. Keep watching the video and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. A venomous snake broke into two neighborhood homes on the Friday of Memorial Day weekend. Both times, a cat belonging to Jennifer Shelton, almost solid black 5-month-old, who had been adopted from a rescue organization at midnight, killed the snake. The other time, a tiny cottonmouth snake entered Shelton's home just outside of McAllister beneath her door. Shelton said that Midnight, whom she had acquired as a rescue cat, had spoiled the kitten ever since. But in reality, Midnight was already giving Shelton a loving home when she exterminated the offending reptile. Shelton earlier this week concurred with the amusing pet cliché that dogs have owners. Cats have staff, and when her infant was doozing, this heroic cat sensed danger and stayed in attendance to save the baby's life. Less than a year ago, Cat Shelton had more than enough knowledge of Cottonmouth to last a lifetime. She was pleased with how well her kittens behaved during this recent meeting. She was bitten simultaneously by not one but two cottonmouths, which lent to her spending some time in the intensive care unit, ICU. The poisonous cobra crept into the home in a remote Assyrian village and crept near the young girl who was playing outside her chamber. 4 cats in the home jumped at the snake, according to Okaz, an Arabic language daily, and a fierce fight ensued. The terrified girl then began to scream while her mother allegedly rushed to the kitchen, grabbed a large knife, and slashed the snake on the head. In a strange and slithery coincidence, cats are actually superheroes. A copperhead snake entered the home of Ronnie and Pam Crone on that same Friday. According to Pam Crone, it measured between 12 and 14 inches in length. Their pregnant daughter was barefoot when she almost trod on it. Ronnie Crone was slaying the snake at the time. It was able to stand up and attack him. She talked about her spouse narrowly avoiding the copperhead by a few inches. Following the Copperhead incident, as the search team closed up on the family, they discovered a copperhead nest. There were between 4 and 7 copperheads in the nest before they were all killed. A game warden in Pittsburgh County, Shane Fields, claimed that neither he nor another warden had seen any snakes this year. Lieutenant Toby, who drives through several fields and has observed an unusually high number of snakes this year, has stated that rain will cause the snakes to emerge from hiding. According to common consensus, only a few species of rattlesnakes, water, moccasin, or cottonmouth snakes, and copperheads, of which John Yates is a particular case, are considered poisonous snakes in Oklahoma. The cat in the household, according to Sampath K. Parita, is just 1.5 years old. It resides like a member of the family. Mr. Parita noted that the post received a lot of feedback. Dogs and cats are incredibly devoted, pets that aren't afraid to put their life in danger to defend their owner's family, according to Malik. Despite the cobra's ability to kill the cat, the animal showed bravery by going up against it. Another elderly person, an 81-year-old man living alone, is saved by a reptile cat. Tennessee had a close call with death the previous week, but he was saved entirely by the cat. Jimmy Nelson was an 81-year-old man of Claiborne County who had never owned a cat until his daughter, Theresa Seals, brought in one, who she appropriately named Shelley. Her father lived alone and could use the company around the house. They had no idea that Shelley would save Nelson's life when, not long after getting the cat home, Nelson awoke one morning to find himself in grave peril. Nelson claimed that during his 60 years in the same home, the entrance of a snake has never before occurred. He claimed that Nelson might not have survived the tragedy if it weren't for Shelley. His daughter claims that the heroic cat's entrance into Nelson's home and heart was no accident. She thinks the cute cat was brought to him by divine intervention. Cats are challenging to read because, to put it another way and draw a contrast, cats typically operate in the opposite direction of humans and dogs. Words are less powerful than deeds. This is the idea that actions speak louder than words, and in my opinion, it describes both cats and dogs. Cats generally express their love by doing tiny, unnoticeable acts that few people would notice.